on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Brady. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28-yard line. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The tackle there by George Odom.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Push him back. Push him back.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 51.
To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here for Davis. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Jets.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Brady now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. There he goes left side.
Another dollar, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Now the Bucs are going to go for 2 here.
conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Score Buccaneers 6. Jets.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Able to connect with Mims. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
For the Jets.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
First quarter with the score Buccaneers 6. Jets, nothing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Jets 7, Buccaneers 6. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now it's Jackson, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
37 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up second.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over first.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he's able to get it out of there. Davis now to return it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Brady to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 59.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Aldrich Rosas lining
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
14.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 46.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. There we go now as they will again try for 2. A toss running left. Muhammad, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Buccaneers 18. Jets.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On the counter, Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now Brady. find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To number 18.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, he'll air this one out for Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it with Delage. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
31.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Open man, Butler complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Mike, check, 59. You got it. Check 59.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the running blitz coming, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
16-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10.
Oh,
5.
my
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
It's 3rd down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check 24, check 24. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Take it at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 28-yard.
And his kick here is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's good.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They go play action with Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3 and out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll take it at the 42.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
T-Rack got me.
They wanna be so
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You changed the name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When it ties in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those city winds that never be the same.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new bitch spots, but it don't take time. I pull up on the hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me?
Polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm dirt cheater. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon.